Oh shit.
Oh, what?
I dropped my phone cord. Dude, I know what I'm starting out the podcast with after this intro, dude. I'm already pissed.
Oh, dude, me too.
Episode 32, Chillin' for Our Lives.
Hey.
Welcome in, guys. My name is Electricity Wave. I'm here with my co-host, Stadium Beats, and we are here to provide you with some content. Thank you guys for listening. The first thing I want to start off with is cords. Fuck cords. I hate them. Get them out of here. Yep. Technology, do your thing. Call Elon Musk. I don't care what you got to do. But dude, the amount of times that I have, like, I'm running over a cord, it's getting stuck on something, something's falling. Dude, it just pisses me off.
And it's a lose-lose because, I don't know, you might, like, I'm holding up my headphone cord right now for the beautiful YouTube viewers to see, and it's way too massive, right? So you might think, like, oh, that's a positive because it's so big, so you can, like, maneuver it how you want to, or you can move kind of, and you don't have to worry about it getting in the way. But because it's long, it's going to get tangled. It's going to get caught under the wheel of my chair. You might trip over it. It's going to get caught on God knows what. You can't win with cords.
It's like, I mean, come on. Like, just come on. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, and then you may be saying, but Sean, just get wireless headphones like everybody else in 2020. Well, wireless headphones can't carry audio signals any higher than what Bluetooth can deliver, and that's not very good. So, no. Dude,
imagine if we had to walk around with our cell phones, like on cords from, like, our house. Imagine how tangled the world would be.
Dude, there's no way that would be like... Because I wonder if, like, maybe 50 years ago, they, like, figured that out. They're like, we could do this, but that would mean, you know, all of this. So that would mean that everyone would have to just have 30-mile-long cords or something. And then they're like, nah, so we just can't do that.
Oh my God.
Where'd you store that when you get back home? You have to have, like, a separate garage to keep your cell phone cord.
I used to have this, like, 10-foot charging cord, and I'd go over a friend's house or something, and then it'd be like, do you got a charger? I'm like, yeah, it's plugged in at my house still. It's so fucking long,
dude. Because I feel like most of the time they're the way to go. Because, like, I thought I had it in this drawer right here, but, like, my Wii U USB cable is like 20 feet long, I think, so I can still have it plugged into. All right. So for the past week, I've been calling my Switch my Wii U, and I have no idea why. Anyway. For my Switch, to plug into my Switch, not my Wii U, my Switch, and it's so I can, like, use it wireless, or not wirelessly, but, you know, like, use it with a wire, and because it, like, faster response time, I don't have to worry about the battery, blah, 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 blah. So I have that, which is nice, but it's still, like, this giant-ass cord that I have to worry about, especially because the Switch is so, like, not flimsy, but just, like, light, you know? Like, I'm worried that I'm going to, like, yank it down and pull it in the dock forward and break it or something.
Yeah, man, it's just, like, it turns into a headache after a while. You're just like, dude, fuck these. Like, cord management is, like, mine's not good at all because I feel like you have to have, like, your desk needs to be attached to your wall. Everything's got to be flush, and then you got to have, like, I don't really know how people do it. I know, like, you can, like, use zip ties or, like, certain, like, Velcro, like, to, like, put all the cords together and then, like, put, like, a metal box over it, like, so it looks like it's decoration. So I don't know, I'll have to do that, but now it looks like a fucking jungle. And the secret is yet another downside of my list of a million things that I hate about living in an apartment. A big thing about cord you know, like, making it look nice, cord management, is that you can run stuff through the wall. But if you live in an apartment, you can't be drilling holes through the wall and stuff like that. Right. So that would be nice. But yeah, I'm not the best at cord management either. So I feel your pain. Did you have a something you wanted to start out with before we got on that cord rant?
I do. So just before this pod, I was trimming my beard, shaving my face, you know, doing all that stuff. And about halfway through, I got my right side almost done. And then how my, like, electric razor works was, like, you know, there's, like, a cover on it, so you can set, like, you know, 3, 2, 3.5, whatever, like, the length. And then so you can pull that off, and then under that is the blade, and then you can pull the blade off too, because it has a catcher, it has a hair catcher, so my hair doesn't just get all up in the sink and the floor and everything. So it still does, but, you know, the hair catcher helps a little bit. So as I'm going, this razor is not, I don't even think it's a year old. It might be a year old. And it kept coming out. Like the little razor part kept coming off of the little thing that like spins the blades. So like it kept coming off and annoying the fuck out of me. And then, cause then it would go slow since it's kind of off the spinner thing. So it would like pull on the hair that it was on.
Oh,
so it would like hurt a little bit and not, you know, obviously at that point I wouldn't be able to cut. So at first I was like, oh fuck, like that was weird. So then I put it back in. And then I was going again. I would only get like maybe 2 or 3 strokes, and then it happened again. And I'm like, oh, please no. Like, it's like a $60, $70 razor or whatever. Like, I don't want to have to go buy a new one. And then, so I like really took it all apart, put it all back together, made sure like feel like it was good and stable and stuff. I'm trying again, and yet again, there it goes. And that it's starting to hurt now after like 3 or 4. So I just took a deep breath, and I was like, only the right side of my face is trimmed. I have to finish this. So then I did it one more time, and it pulled my hair again, and I turned around and fucking spiked that bitch on the ground as hard as I could. It felt so good to do that, dude. Oh my God. I did it on the carpet to not like make it so loud, I guess. I don't know. Like, but I just like in just the 2 seconds of rage turned around and smashed it on the ground. It felt, dude, it felt so good to do that. When I tell you I saw that thing explode into like 10 different pieces. But then, you know, the rage instantly went away, and then I thought logically again, and I was like, fuck, that thing had all of the right side of my face's hair in it. So that was everywhere, too, I would assume. It's, like, really tiny. You know, it's not like I'm rocking, like, a huge beard or anything. But I was like, fuck, so that's there now. So then I had to pick up all the pieces and throw them all away and got my, like, phone... I turned my phone flashlight on and like put it right on the ground to try to see like, okay, it looks like it was all kind of right in this area. So then thankfully I just bought a new vacuum 2 days ago. So I got my vacuum and did the whole thing and tried to clean it all up. And I think I got it all, but fuck. So thankfully I have this old ass electric razor that I still had buried underneath my sink. Thank God I kept. And I use that to finish and get the left side of my face. So hopefully, I think it looks okay, but hopefully it's not a big difference or a difference at all. I might look ridiculous. I don't know. But so now tomorrow I have to go and buy a new electric razor. That fucking sucks, dude.
Dude, that actually reminds me of a Christmas where me and my dad were like hyping up gifts. I was like, dude, Dad, you're going to fucking love this gift this year. Like, I went all out. I didn't really go like crazy, but like I got like one of the nicest razors I could find in the store. It was like $60 or something, like 70 on the same thing. And he's like, you're going to like your presents too. So then like, I'm like, all right, let's open them at the same time. So we both open them. We got the same fucking gift.
No way. That's awesome.
We just looked at each other like just dying.
Dude, that's so funny. That's awesome.
But I don't know. It's like super annoying when you have like a razor that starts going bad because we have this one that the battery just dies like within 2 minutes. I'm like, dang. Dude, all right, like one pump chump, like get the fuck out of here with your like it's so annoying. But now and then I got that nice one, but that we've had that one for like a year and a half or so. And the cover on it where you adjust like the length, you know, like you put that like cover on it and then it starts to like rattle super loud, and when I like going near my ears, dude, it's like the loudest sound I hear like all day.
Dang.
So I'm like, I hate using it. But
yeah.
I don't know. Razors are like such a big thing.
Use the 2-minute battery one around your ears, and then use the other one for the rest of your face.
Right. I don't know if I have a cover for that one though.
Damn.
The other one's just like the standard, like you just cut it one length and that's all you get.
Have you looked into that? Have you seen all those ads or heard them on podcasts or whatever for that manscaping razor?
Yeah.
Yeah. Does that seem like a good razor? Like, should I go that route?
I think electric route is the way.
Yeah. Like, I think it's an electric one, but like, because I see and hear it everywhere, but just because something has the best marketing doesn't mean it's the best razor. You know, like it might suck. I don't know. So maybe I'll look into it more. I don't even know how much it costs, but. It really sucks because a razor was not on my long list of things I have to buy, but now it has to shoot right up to the top because I can't just not have a razor.
They have actually, this isn't even a sponsor, but they do have like an electric razor right now, and you get free boxers and toiletry bag.
Ooh, boxers and a toiletry bag.
I think so.
I'll look into it. If I use code C4OL? No, I wish.
Dude.
But
I'm gonna tag them.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you get it, we'll tag them on a post and say.
Oh yeah.
That'd be an amazing sponsor to start out with.
It would be.
I love their marketing. Just like puffing the shit out of his balls with the baby powder.
Oh yeah.
I've never done that ever.
Yeah, I mean,
but it looks like it feels so good.
What does that do? Like, what's the point of that?
Maybe just after you shave, like it burns, so you like dry out the alcohol, or I have no fucking clue.
I don't know. I just moisturize.
I just use an electric razor and I'm fine every single time. I don't need anything. Like, I always have this argument with my dad because he's like, no, like, you got to get a razor, it gets close. I'm like, you don't understand. They have a specific piece to get down to the molecule and it feels smooth. Like, we can do a test and I will bet you money that it's the same shit and you won't ever risk yourself of cutting. So why would you not use an electric razor?
Yeah.
Unless you like cutting yourself. I don't know why you would want that. It fucking stings.
Yeah, it does. It sucks, man.
I did it once with an electric razor because I went the wrong way.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like, I think on your neck, you're supposed to go up, and I was like, when I first started, I went down against the hair, and it wasn't that bad, but I, like, nicked it. If I would have had a real razor, dude, I would have been fucked.
Yeah. Yeah, when I was younger and I first started shaving, I would go against the grain, which, like you said, like, that's not what you're supposed to do, against the hair. And I would have terrible razor burn on my neck. And I was always like, because I've always had sensitive skin. So I was like, well, this sucks. Like, this is just going to happen every time after I shave. Like, every day or two after I shave, it's going to be like this. But then, like, I went and I got, like, a sensitive razor and sensitive razor or shave cream and all that stuff and moisturize and everything afterwards. And I still have, had it done a little bit. But then my stepdad, like, saw me shaving once, and he was like, no, you got to go the other way. I'm like, oh.
Damn.
Okay. I guess it just, like, felt more natural for me to go against it, I guess, instead of with it. And I never even, like, thought about it that way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It sucks how gradual, like, facial hair and stuff comes in, because I remember, like, seeing my first chin hair, and I was like, let's fucking go. I'm a grown-ass man.
That's funny. I'm 40.
Let me do your taxes. But I don't know. I still am waiting in for these sides, man. I can't wait till the day I can. Honestly, if I get to the point, say, like, I'm 30 and I don't have a full beard, I might do beard surgery or some shit.
Damn.
Like, yeah, like Bobby Lee's gonna do it. I might do it too. The only thing that sucks is they take a chunk of hair from, like, the back of your neck where it grows, and they put it all throughout your cheek. But the thing is, the hair on your head is, like, maybe thinner or just, like, a different texture, so it might not look right.
It's way different.
But I don't care, dude. I'll use my pubes.
Wait, I'm just kidding. Your pubes are probably closer to your beard hair than your head hair is, I would assume.
Maybe.
But, like, so wait. I've never heard of this before. I know about laser hair removal, but so they just take it. It's like a hair replacement, and then do you not have to shave it? Does it grow? Like, how does that work?
It just acts like normal hair. It just grows. Like, it's just like your skin. Yeah. Like, Theo Von did it, where he took some from the back of his neck and put it to, like, make his hairline, like, come more forward.
All right.
And it looks great. So
yeah,
maybe I should do that. If I start losing my hairline, I might do it. I already got a big ass 5 head, but that's why I make those 130 IQ plays. But I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do when I start losing my hair. If I start losing, I mean, almost everybody does, so I'm sure I will eventually. Yeah. But I don't know. I don't remember getting my first chin hair.
Really?
Yeah, I remember I had, like, a little bit of a mustache going on in high school, and I used to think, like, oh, this is cool. I'm an adult, you know. But I don't ever remember it growing in. It was just kind of there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The kids that had, like, the mustaches really early on and left them and let them get real dirty would always, like, smoke cigarettes and drink like rock stars.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or Monster. They drink Monsters.
Yeah, they drink Monsters for sure.
Yeah.
I remember
play
that.
Like, they'd eat, like, I don't know. They're just a certain type of person, like skaters. Yeah. I was friends with some of them. But I don't know. Yeah, it's weird just going through puberty, man. It's a weird thing. It sucked because I was behind everyone.
Oh, really?
So, Yeah, so because I mean I still am. There's probably tons of kids in high school that have better beards than me. It sucks because like I have no control over it, but yeah, I mean it is what it is.
Yeah, you can't just grind it out and get better at puberty.
Yeah, like I'm grinding this beard. Leave me alone.
Yeah,
I wish you could just like water this shit. Like eat some type of like seed or like mineral or something, and it's like goes throughout your. Man, I swear Elon Musk could do something.
Yeah, we just need to call Elon Musk for everything. We just need to send him every episode and be like, everything we complained about, just work on this.
Yeah,
because we've already given him cordless stuff and beard seeds.
And making food, all food nutritional. Those the massive 3.
Yeah,
for me.
Oh yeah, making all food nutritional is number 1, easy.
Yeah,
easy. Yeah, I can't even think of anything else that'd be even close.
The only thing that's above it, but it's not fair, is like space exploration, because that's like changing humanity. So it's like a whole different thing. But like as far as like what affects everyday life, food is definitely the most important. Yeah,
I think I would, just because of my selfish reasons for day-to-day life, I would rather have the food thing than the space thing. But that's like but that's just like a selfish thing. I'm aware that the scope of my thinking in that is incredibly tiny, literally.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not even gonna argue it.
No, I know. Like, I know. There's no.
No, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying, like, yeah.
Yeah, it's absurd.
Speaking of, do you want to talk about any gaming news that we found out about? Actually,
today, Epic Games, the creators of the Unreal Engine, long before Fortnite was a thing, long before Gears of War was a thing, long before the Epic Games Store, Unreal
Tournament.
Yeah. I mean, Unreal everything. No, the Unreal Gaming Engine was made over by the guys at Epic many, many years ago. And today they've unveiled the 5th iteration of this. And they put out a tech demo of a girl going through this sandy, like underground tomb, like treasure thing. Like it looked like Uncharted, basically, or Tomb Raider.
It did look like Tomb Raider.
Yeah, and dude, it that completely blew me away when I watched this. Did you watch it? You saw the whole thing?
Yeah.
Dude, if you haven't seen it yet, I highly advise you to find the Venmo link of it that's going around. Because it's totally YouTube compresses the shit out of videos, and the Venmo link is totally uncompressed. I'm pretty sure if it's not totally uncompressed, it's way less compressed than the YouTube video, so it looks better. So find that Venmo link of that.
You have to send me that.
Not Venmo. I think I said Venmo both times. I meant Vimeo. Venmo is like Venmo's the money app. Yeah, Venmo is like the money app. Vimeo, not Venmo. Vimeo. But yeah, dude, the way I like how they broke it down, how they explained everything. It looked gorgeous. It's running on a PlayStation 5. So like, I know it's a tech demo and games aren't just right off the bat gonna look that amazing. Like, I know to keep my expectations in check, but the fact that it's actually coming from a PlayStation 5 and not like a $10,000 computer, like, that's huge to me.
What impressed you about it though? I want to hear like your detailed like impression.
All right.
About it.
Yeah, if we want to get into the nerdy nitty gritty stuff, the lighting, for like an obvious thing, when they showed the lighting coming off there was like the big hole in the ceiling when she was walking through, and the lighting going through and how it bounces off of everything so well. It makes everything look so realistic, and how it can change. Like, it made like when they showed the lighting move, like they could control where the light was coming from and having it go like in a little arc. That made me think of like maybe Grand Theft Auto, if we're going from a day-night cycle, if the sun kind of moves throughout the sky throughout the day, then like just how it hits differently. Or if you have a torch, let's say, and you have fire coming from the torch, and if you move the torch around, then how the light bounces off of that and interacts with everything. She had her little power thing where she like held it in her hand and the little blue light came out of her hand, how that was bouncing off of everything. It just like, there was no like jagged edges or anything like that, or weird looking shadows or flickering or anything like that. It was all like, it all looked so perfect. The very, very first thing though that stuck out to me was when the cave ceiling started like collapsing just a little bit at the start of it, and every single one of like all the little dirt or like all the little rocks and all the dirt and all the big rocks and everything, like all of those have, I'm sure every single one of those little chunks of dirt and rock have their own like set of physics and sounds and everything. Like it all looked and sounded so realistic, how everything was bouncing off of everything. It didn't look like just one canned animation of it happening. It looked like that's what it would look like if all this stuff actually fell in real life. Everything sounded so amazing. They really briefly talked about how audio would go into all this too, with like dynamic reverb effects and things like that, which I thought was really cool. I bet, like, if I had to guess, I bet like every single all those triangles that they showed, all of those probably have their own little audio effects on them, which is like insane to think about. All of her animations were so smooth, going from one thing to the, like, going from I'm climbing now to I'm walking now to I'm putting my hand on the doorway as I walk by it. Everything looked so smooth. Like the whole thing blew me away, man.
Yeah, the animation, how smooth it was. It's crazy how they can control lighting, and just like the physics of everything is insane now.
Yeah.
Insane.
And then I like how at the end they were like, but all of this isn't just like tailored to one small room. And then they opened it up at the end and blew it up. And I bet they did this to show off PlayStation 5's new SSD, because then they also came out and said that the SSD that's in the PlayStation 5 is way above any high-end PC SSD right now. So
what the fuck?
Yeah, so that's a pretty big statement right there. So to show that off, they opened up the whole thing at the end. She walked outside, and you're in this big like city, and or like in, you know, not like a big modern like New York City, but you know what I mean. So then she goes out there and jumps, and you can see way off in the distance all these little details still, all these like statues in the dunes and the hills and the mountains in the background, and everything is just done and rendered in there already. And she flies through it, and as she gets closer, you can see all the more details in it because she's closer and she's flying so fast that it didn't have to load any of that stuff. It was just there already. Or like it loaded it all like right off the bat. Because, you know, like, remember playing, like, for a drastic example, playing Fortnite on Switch when you're, like, flying towards tilted towers and it just looks like a bunch of big clay hills, basically, because there's no details loaded. So this SSD, it seems like it can just load everything instantly. So, like, there is no, like, oh, the character is getting closer, so we have to bring up all these details on this building now. It's like, no, it's just there. So... like, so that means higher details from way farther away, higher resolution, like from still way farther away. Like it's nuts.
It's unreal. It's fucking unreal.
It is unreal, man.
It's going to be crazy to see like what games are going to be on that.
Yeah. 'Cause
you know,
so you typically, more often than not, the PlayStation first party games are the best looking games on the console usually, because they like, you know, that's tailored right for that console. But a lot of them don't use Unreal. So I'm curious to see like if they're going to stick with their own engines, or if they're going to shift to that because like all the improvements that they've made, like who the heck knows? If
fucking God of War is on the Unreal Engine,
yeah.
Imagine what that would feel like.
Yeah, man. Like,
oh my God.
I don't know. It's crazy. I mean, and this tech demo also showed, not to just like, you know, be on Naughty Dog's jock for every episode of the podcast, but even tech demos that come out now look like they're ripped from a Naughty Dog game. So if you don't see the influence that they've had on the industry over the past decade, then like, yeah, they're an amazing studio. But
I'm excited to see what they're going to do with this. Do they use Unreal or no?
I don't think so. No.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't know the name of the engine that they do use. The only PlayStation engine I do know is the Decima engine that Guerrilla made for Horizon Zero Dawn, and they also gave it to Hideo Kojima to make Death Stranding on. But I think only 2 like high name PlayStation exclusives use the Unreal, and I don't remember what either of them are because I'm drawing a blank. But I don't think Uncharted or The Last of Us was one of them.
Who knows though? They might be working on a new engine.
Yeah, exactly.
Is Unreal, so
yeah. So like you could, let's say you can compare like Uncharted 4 on that engine versus any Unreal 4 game, and Uncharted, like I would say, probably beats it. So if Unreal 5 is this, then Naughty Dog's next engine or next iteration is whatever they make. Dude, like next gen games are going to be completely out of this world.
Yeah, I feel like this jump from like Xbox 360 to Xbox One was like, I don't know, it was like a pretty decent jump, but this jump's like gonna be insane, I think.
Yeah, I feel like this is gonna be like more going from PS2 to PS3.
Yeah,
because like Xbox to Xbox 360, I feel like that jump was massive. But then like you said, like PS3 to PS4 or Xbox 360 to Xbox One, it felt almost like a half step.
Yeah, exactly.
But then this, like,
they're making a step and a half.
Yeah, exactly. They're making up for it.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. And my TV's like, sorry, go ahead.
I was just say, just because like now they know they have to compete with PCs, that's why they're throwing SSDs in there and just doing. But like the thing that's like really positive about all this is it is a competition, but in a healthy way, because it's gonna have such an influence on what we play on PC, anyways. So
yeah, so like how they say the SSD in the PlayStation 5 is better than most high-end SSDs right now. Then, well, when the PlayStation 5 launches, then it's like it's not gonna be, because then like PC gamers are gonna get their hands on it. So then you'll be able to buy it for cheaper than what you could buy it now, probably, or for like game multi-platform games. Then like, even though let's say the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X, when they come out, those games are still going to be made for PC, obviously. So right now, games are being developed with the Xbox One and the PS4 in mind. But now they get a whole step up, so they don't have to like cut back on so many things. So PC games will obviously still see those benefits as well.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, nothing's more exciting than a new console launch, dude.
Yeah, I'm excited to see more reveals. Like, so if you guys didn't know, we did an Xbox event last week, the same day that we launched episode 31, and we got to look at a couple different games. But I don't know, after seeing this Unreal Engine thing, now the Xbox event in July is that gets me super hyped if we get to see gameplay.
Yeah, so it's kind of unfair because we're comparing a tech demo to like the games that they showed, but we hardly saw any gameplay from the Xbox people. Yeah. But this tech demo blew me away way more than anything that Xbox showed at their event. And like, not because it's a PlayStation related thing, I promise. Like it's Unreal, so it's going to be on Xbox and PlayStation. So like, I just need to see gameplay of actual games that are going to be on the actual console. Like the tech demo is a cool thing to like, you know, generate hype and to show like what gaming can be in the somewhat near future. And then all these CGI cutscenes or whatever, CGI rendered trailers are just like, they're cool concepts, but that's all we have left now is to see gameplay.
Yeah, exactly. Gameplay is king.
Yep.
A game that I'm super excited for later this fall is the game that got delayed, Cyberpunk 2077. Dude. And recently they announced that you can customize your genitals, which I don't know if there has ever been a game out, like a AAA title like this, that has been like that in detail, because I guess it's going to be rated or like adult now, like it's not 17, like now it's 18 plus, like the rating. Really? So yeah, so there's going to be like, I didn't see that. Yeah, I saw in an article about the same one as the genitals.
Holy shit, that could be like, because it's usually AO. Like there hasn't been an AO rated game in a long time that I could think of. Because usually it's like GameStop or Walmart or whatever, they don't sell AO rated games, so companies do what they can to avoid that rating. But if like digital stores, if they don't care as much, then like that could be a big deal. Because like if CD Projekt Red doesn't care, like, oh, our game isn't going to be on GameStop's wall, well, it doesn't matter because like so many people buy our game digitally anyway. But I feel like they still have to care. I don't know.
It says Cyberpunk 2077 will be rated 18 plus. There was a leak last week in Brazil's advisory rating system that let slip that CD Projekt upcoming RPG Cyberpunk will be rated 18 plus in the country. So maybe it could be different in US, but
maybe
but it has illicit drugs, intentional sexual relations, suicide, cruelty. It's a whole package. It says.
Wow. Yeah. Suicide cruelty.
Yep.
Damn. Because The Witcher, their last game, The Witcher had like, it had a lot of nudity in it, but there was not like there was nothing that was like,
explicit.
Yeah, nothing that explicit. They weren't like breaking any boundaries or anything. There was, and it was just like butts and boobs basically. So no dicks and no labias. But if that's what we're about to get in Cyberpunk, then I don't know. Sign me up.
Yeah. So if you are logging into Cyberpunk for the first time this fall, what are you creating? I know it's hard to tell because you don't know everything you can pick, but like,
yeah,
what are you going with?
So, for the sake of just like, I don't know, being easy, I'm still gonna refer like say guys and girls, but they've said that you can't make like yes this is a guy or yes this is a girl. You like can give them masculine or feminine features, but in order to be like all inclusive for everybody, you don't select like okay this is a guy, like let me design my guy. So I'm gonna, even before this whole customizing genitals thing came out, I was 90% probably gonna make a girl, just because I don't know. I just felt like for this game, I just want to make a girl. But I gotta be honest, I might want to like, it might be cool to like spend some time really, really crafting my guy's dick, and trying to create a masterpiece that you can do,
Yeah. Yeah. It's gonna be. I don't know what I'm gonna want. I'm gonna want to create two different stories and see which one I enjoy more. Like I might do a mission on both because it's really tough. Because being like a guy, obviously, like it's just gonna be easy. I know what I want. Being a girl, I don't know. There's a little bit of mystery in there. A little bit of something, Yeah. That makes me curious.
Do you create your dream babe? Do you create the girl next door?
Oh my. Dude, my girl is going to be so fucking thick. She's literally going to be like anywhere from 5'4" to 5'6". She's not, I'm not going with this like 5'10", 6 foot badass girl. Like I want to be like 5'4", 5'6". I want to be super athletic. I want to have like thick waist or skinny waist, thick ass, like some thighs,
like Loba.
Like Loba pretty much, but I'll probably be like Hispanic with some brown eyes, some big lips. No, nothing like no fake lips. Like I just natural thick lips, like hereditary, some nice dark hair. Dude, and then I wonder if you get to like pick your voice and stuff. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, I don't know. So I'd kind of be surprised if you get to pick your voice. It's probably like you're either, because I don't know. There's so much dialogue in that game. Because like with The Witcher had like 10,000 pages of dialogue probably, right? But they just had like one main character, like you're Geralt, no matter what. But so with this game, having just as much dialogue, if not more, I can't imagine them like, if they did like let's say they did 5 feminine voices and 5 masculine voices, having to completely do the whole game with all of those people. It seems like a lot.
Yeah.
But they might do it. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, they could just have them all record and throw that preset on there for the audio.
True. Have some filters and effects on there to make it sound different. True.
But yeah, that's going to be fun, man. I don't know if I'm going to wear clothes, though, either way.
Yeah, just run no armor stats at all. Just naked.
No. I'm going to do like I'm going to break dance. You know how guys like go headstand and they'll like spin on their face? I want to spin on my dick and be like spread eagle, arms out, like a Christ Air in Tony Hawk.
Oh, dude.
And I'm just going to spin on the dance floor, right on the tip.
That's going to be great. Yeah, because in a game called Cyberpunk, you gotta, and like the whole aesthetic that we've seen, you gotta think that there's like some dance clubs in there.
For sure.
Like that whole aesthetic that game is going on. Yeah, dude. Some bangers for sure.
There's gonna be some straight, dude. That I cannot wait to see the playlist, like the soundtrack of that game. It's gonna be insane.
I wonder if it's gonna be like, since it takes place in 2077, I wonder if it's gonna be completely original music. Because I don't know if a club is gonna be blasting some like 2020 stuff in 57 years.
Right.
But maybe.
What? Yeah. Did we listen to anything 50 years ago? Not really. It seems like I say like the farthest we'll go back though in a club is like 30.
Oh yeah, in a club, yeah. I can't imagine going back any further. I definitely don't frequent the club, but the last time I went, I think the oldest song I heard was Mr. Brightside by the Killers. And
when did that come out?
That came out in the early 2000s. But that shit hit. Like the whole dance floor was singing along to it and stuff. I couldn't, but like when it first started playing, I was like, what? I was like, this is like an alt rock song from the early 2000s. Why are they playing this? But they ate that shit up. So
well, yeah. I could see them like playing Tupac and Biggie though. That's older.
True. Yeah, that's 30 years old now at this point.
Yeah, it's just got to be like iconic music to like last that long.
Yeah, but like in general, we basically just have like
Yeah.
the Beatles or the Stones from like 50 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Dude, I cannot wait to play that game. I'm
Yeah.
really curious of like what it's gonna be because I don't really know anything about it, and I'm curious of like it's gonna be so much like so graphic and so like just real. And it's gonna look amazing. I don't know what engine it's gonna run on, but
Yeah, I don't either. I've kind of went like as I do. I've gone dark on this game completely since like the first trailer. So I don't know that much about it either. But I do know that it looks beautiful. I don't know what engine it runs on. And they're also a Polish studio, and people that are like people in Poland, they just like I don't know, different like standards and practices. Like nudity in Poland or in a lot of parts of Europe is not looked at as that big of a deal at all compared to America.
right.
Where like in America, you can cut somebody's head off on cable TV and nobody bats an eye, but you show a butt and people freak out. So where in Poland, like there could be butts on TV all day and people don't even care because it's just the human body, right? Everybody has a butt. So like that might be why like it's just more nudity than what we're used to. But it definitely looks like it's going to be brutal too. The Witcher definitely was.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know, man. It's crazy when I heard that news. I was just like, customize my dick.
Yeah.
Like, I've always wanted.
Yeah, dude. Would you give yourself like a freaking rager, dude? Like
I think that'd be
12
funny
inches?
to give yourself an elephant trunk.
Yeah. I wonder if it would
Yeah,
affect
and just have it like.
like if you make it big enough, you can see it through your pants at all times.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I want it to look like I have like a body pillow in my joggers. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's like a super emotional scene towards the end. like someone, one of your best friend is dying or something, and you're like holding on to him. You're like, no, hold on, and you just have a huge dick.
I'm like, hold on, I can't see you, and then I move it to the side.
Oh my god.
Dude, that'd be sick if it had its own physics
Yeah.
and gravitational pull.
Yeah. Are you gonna try to romance anybody? Do you think that's an option?
Dude, it's gonna be really hard. I think what I'm gonna do is in the beginning, I'm gonna fuck a lot. Like that's all I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna do any missions. And then like towards the end, I'll probably fall in love. You know what I mean? I gotta get it out and have fun.
Yeah, I don't know.
Then,
I'm curious to see like all of the like options that they give us, because like in the Witcher, you can kind of like you can try to get Tess, or not Tess. That's The Last of Us, but Trish. There's Trish and Yennefer are like the two main girls, and or Triss, not Triss. Trish. It's Triss, and I went after Triss for sure. Like she's smoking, man. So. If they let us try to like build relationships like that, then I think I would do it. Why not?
Oh, I'm gonna be loyal once I pick one. But
yeah.
if I'm single, and another thing too is if I'm a girl, dude, I might do the same thing if I was a girl. I don't know. It's really tough because girls have such a different social standard when it's so annoying. Like if they go around, like if guys go and sleep around, then it's like dap them up. Like, what's up?
Yeah.
But if a girl does that, they get like I don't know if it happens as much anymore. Like it's more chill now. But when I was growing up, they'd get a bunch of slander. But like,
unfortunately,
yeah. So like in those times, I would probably just pick one guy and just fuck him like super hard every day. But now, now I would just like do my thing. Like if I was a guy or girl or whatever.
Dude, I'm gonna be a girl and go after the girls, man.
Ooh, that's a good one actually. I might do that.
Yeah, dude, you might be hitting TOS on Twitch if you stream this.
I don't know. I'll try to find some type of like application that blurs out sexual things.
Oh, dude, you could have fun with that. Dude, like there's this old show that Dave Attell used to have called Dave Likes Porn or Dave Watches Porn or something like that. Yeah. And so it was on Showtime or Cinemax or one of those shows or one of those channels, and they would show the porn, like it'd be Dave Attell and his like his panel of comedians watching porn. I don't know how this was a show, and they would just like talk about it like Beavis and Butthead style from back in the day. And then whenever the porn was on screen, they would always come up with like funny ways to censor it. So sometimes they would like put the couch that they were sitting on as the guy's dick. So the couch is like moving in and out of this chick. What the fuck? It was so funny. So if you could come up with stuff like that, I think that'd be quality content.
Yeah. That sounds really fun. I mean, I just got After Effects trial, so I've been like taking a little dive in that. We might have a new webcam overlay for this week as you guys are watching, but it depends how much of a headache I have. I'm gonna try to do it either today or tomorrow.
Nice.
So I'll try to figure something out. But
it's funny that it sounds like we're talking about like a dating simulator game, but we're talking about like a first person shooter, Cyberpunk. That's like it probably has nothing to do with the actual game, but that's what we're gonna make it, man.
Hell yeah, it's gonna be like GTA, but cooler.
I really hope it comes out after Nvidia launches their next line of graphics cards. It doesn't seem like that's going to be the case, but I really hope so. Because I think they announced that they're doing like a 2070 or a 2060 or something like that. That's Cyberpunk branded. So I guess
they are.
Yeah, so I guess then they wouldn't. They're like, hey, here's the Cyberpunk brand 2060, but fuck that. We just put out our 3060. Right. Yeah, I guess so. That wouldn't be a thing.
Like, hey, we're Nintendo, by the way.
Yeah, the rumor is that the new Nvidia series is coming out in October, so that would be after. But damn. Oh well.
So this game's supposed to come out what, September?
Yes, September is the current release date. September what? I don't know. I will look it up right now.
Dude, I love like. It's crazy how like exciting it is to get pumped for like a new game. Like that's almost like half of the fun.
Oh yeah, definitely. September 17th.
Oh nice.
Yeah.
I want there to be a game that comes. Sorry to cut you off.
No, you're fine.
I just want to say like I just get like super excited. Always like curious if there's gonna be that game that comes out that you're super hyped for, and we talk about on the pod, and we talk about it off stream, on stream. And it like exceeds our expectations, like what you had with The Last of Us, the first one. I want there to be that game for me. I haven't had that yet.
Yeah. I don't know. It depends, because if like a lot of people, myself included, definitely like allow themselves to get caught up in the hype. So like even if a game delivers, it's still like in your head, you might create this like impossible standard to reach, you know? So so it's rare. I get it, but Cyberpunk is like totally brand new. Like it's not a completely new IP. Like there's been Cyberpunk things in the past, kind of like a tabletop game, but like for the most part, this is like completely fresh and brand new. So I think, you know, it's not like the second one or the third one, or it's not a reboot or anything like that. So we're all getting into it like right on the ground floor. So I'm trying to like have no expectations really, and just let it just let it take me and put me in its world and hope that it's amazing.
Right. Yeah. It's good when you don't know anything about a game and you just like kind of trust that it's going to be good. And then when you play it, then you can kind of appreciate like all of the new just added features that they have, or just the way it plays, and kind of get lost. Because when you know too much about a game, it might hurt it.
Yeah, definitely. That's why I like to go dark on games that I'm excited for. But it's weird because they've never made a shooter before. But this game is a first-person shooter, so like, part of me, I'm not worried, but I guess I'm just, another thing I'm curious about. I've said curious like 20 times already, but I want to know how it feels. Like, is it gonna feel super smooth like Apex, or is it gonna be a lot slower like Alien Isolation? Like, I want to know what kind of like route that they're going, because it's still an RPG at its heart. So like, I doubt. I mean, there's a lot of gameplay footage out, so people might know this, and I just might not know. But I'd be really surprised if it's like super fast-paced like Apex style.
Yeah. Yeah, it might be like something in the middle of what you described.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know. Well, I guess we'll find out. That's going to be an exciting podcast to like finally talk about that, man. That's a day one right there.
Yeah, that's definitely day one. It's a long ass game, so it'll probably go over like span over a couple podcasts probably. Like we can talk about like our initial reactions, and then just kind of update like how it goes really, because it's not one I'm going to rush through unless it like really grabs me and I can't put it down.
Right. Same.
Super hyped for that game. That's probably my second most anticipated game this year, probably.
That's not even fair though. You shouldn't even include The Last of Us 2.
I mean, I think that's still high. Like second is still high, I think.
I was just saying, like, The Last of Us 2 is in its own, like, God tier category for you. Like,
it is.
What's going to touch that?
Nothing will. They could announce the God of War 2 or whatever, and it still wouldn't be be up there. I mean, it'd be a close second, but it'd still be second. But Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 remastered. Oh,
that's number 3.
Can't wait. It might be only because there's so many games we don't know about yet. Like so many there's so many fall games we don't know about. I don't care about Assassin's Creed, so that didn't do anything for me. But yeah, I'm so pumped that they announced that. We don't have to talk about that very much, but yeah, super hyped for that game out? Actually.
September 4th.
Yeah, September 4th it's coming out. If you pre-order it on the Epic Game Store or your console of choice, then you get access to the warehouse demo, which is the very first Tony Hawk level. And
right now?
No, not yet, unfortunately. Yeah, I scoured the internet looking for that because it's only $40, so I'm getting it for sure. But I was like, can I play this now? And I was looking at because it didn't make it super obvious. It just said like you get access to it. So, but I didn't want to just drop the 40 and not get it. But then I finally found a thing that said like it's supposed to come out later this summer.
Damn.
So
that's sick.
Yeah. So demo maybe in August and then the full game in September.
Create a skater, create a park, all that stuff revamped.
Yeah, it has online gameplay. Everything.
Damn, dude. That's gonna be really cool for us to like, because we've been wanting Skate 4 for so long, but this is a super nice filler.
Yeah, definitely. I've always liked Skate more than Tony Hawk, but I still love Tony Hawk. So
yeah.
Hopefully this is also like what they did. The same studio that worked on the Crash Bandicoot remastered is making this, so that's very good. Yeah, they nailed the Crash Bandicoot remaster or remake. So hopefully this is a precursor to like, let's say it sells really well and does really well and people really like it. Then maybe we'll get a new, true, good Tony Hawk game because Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5 sucked and they know that. So hopefully we get this now. It's great. And then in a couple of years, we get Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 6 or whatever kind of reboot they do. And it's amazing.
Dude, man, skateboarding games back in the day were like, dude, so good. So many hours.
Yeah. Oh my God. I have hundreds of hours on Skate 2 for sure.
Yeah, I remember the warehouse level, like breaking through the glass and doing like 360s and 900s, like all that stuff.
Yeah.
Doing the manual thing where you would like keep doing the tricks where you'd like double tap and like manual and get a huge combo.
Yeah, I would try to hold a combo for like the whole 2-minute time attack time. It's like just like you grind and then land and then into a manual and then do flip tricks and then hit a little thing and grind again and just try to get like a 1 million point combo and then fall. You get pissed.
Yep. That was the worst.
Yeah.
Are you ready for some rapid fire?
Sure.
All right. I have a good one. I have two pretty good ones, I think.
Okay.
My first one is: would you rather meet your favorite fictional character or your favorite musician?
Ooh.
Favorite fictional character or favorite musician?
I have no idea who my favorite fictional character is.
Ellie?
No. She's up there. Like, she's a great one. But I don't know if I'd want to meet. Well, I mean, I guess now she's 19. So because if she was like younger, I'd be like, hey, like she's just some kid, you know? I don't know. But now she's like 19, so she's a little bit closer to my age. I don't know. We could like hang out or something. I could ask her what life is like after this big zombie apocalypse.
Yeah. Right.
Kratos would be really cool to talk to.
Spider-Man?
Yeah, Spider-Man would be cool. He's really smart. I think we would like. He's way smarter than me, but I think we could get along. He's a nice dude. Like, and then some of my other characters that I love, like Rick Sanchez from Rick and Morty or Cartman from South Park, I would not want to meet them because they're just terrible people.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I would definitely, to answer your question, finally, I would definitely go with musician, and just to pick Eminem's brain for a day would be amazing. I would learn so much.
I bet. Yeah. I was trying to search for that interview with him and Lil Wayne. I only saw a clip of it, but I wanted to watch more of it just to see what they talked about.
Yeah. I would love to pick his brain just like to help me with music knowledge, like in terms of how to blow up. Like, not that there's a one-stop shop formula, but you know, like how to blow up. He's a producer too, so like producing tips. Yeah. So many things like that. But then there's also throughout the years there's been countless random rumors and speculations of so many random little things that no professional interviewer would ever ask him, and I would just need to get to the bottom of all of those. So I would love to ask all those too.
I would love to hear those questions.
Yeah, like just as an example of one, if there's any stands listening to this, would be like, there's a rumor that came out in like the mid 2000s that there was this song called Keys to the City, and then it just like never had, like it just never came out, or we never heard of it ever again. So I just want to know like what the heck happened to Keys to the City? Why did you scrap Relapse 2 when it looked like, when it sounded like it was going to be amazing? I mean, I guess I know why he scrapped it, but can I hear Relapse 2, I guess would be my question. Just so many questions like that would be the best. I would love a day to just pick his brain.
Yeah, dude. I would love to watch that.
Yeah.
I would love to see your interaction with Eminem. Yeah. Yeah. That would be like amazing.
Yeah. It'd be weird because he's so reserved and I'm so reserved. I wouldn't like fanboy out.
Yeah, but Chris D'Elia went and like hung out with him, and he said he's so freaking like chill and outgoing and just like so friendly.
Oh yeah,
like he was just down to talk about whatever. So maybe he's just like that in front of the camera because he just doesn't like it.
True, that's true.
So I feel like a lot of celebrities are like that. They just like are so annoyed just by like publicity, so they just want to like, as soon as they get in like a small group and then get to like chill, then they're just like so friendly and just they're so different than on camera.
Yeah, that's true. I could see that for sure. Like I was like 5 seconds away from deleting my Twitter today, but then I thought about how absolutely stupid that would be. Yeah. So, yeah, I get that.
Was it something someone said?
It was just like something a lot of people said about a lot of different things. So I just threw it all together and was like, fuck this app, dude. But then I didn't do it because it'd be really dumb. Really dumb.
Yeah. You could just mute that phrase or just mute that person and then call it good.
Yep. Just pretend like it doesn't exist. Stay in your own little bubble and world. It's way better that way.
Exactly. Favorite fictional character or favorite musician? My favorite musician, I have to go with fictional character because I don't know if I have a favorite musician. That's like such a hard thing. Maybe like if I had to pick a musician, I'd pick like maybe like Logic because I really like his message, like how positive he is and inspirational, and he's kind of just like going for his dreams. That's the same way that Russ is, even though he gets a lot of hate. But like, I really like people that kind of had all odds against them. Eminem's a good example too, and they still kind of made it and kind of like just excelled in that environment when just everything was against them. They weren't like the normal type of person to succeed. They didn't come from a lot of money or whatever it may be. And that really is like intriguing to me. It's interesting. But favorite fictional character, dude, freaking, I'd be chilling so hard with Thanos. I swear to God, dude, we'd be chilling, like drinking wine, maybe watch like some Netflix, maybe cuddle. I don't even care.
Dude, Thanos is so big. Cuddling him would be amazing.
I'd want him to show me all of his Infinity Stones too.
Yeah.
And I'd be, dude, wait, what if he has the clap on, clap off lights? What happens when he claps? Because I know his snaps are insane.
His snap game is crazy, dude.
His snap game is crazy.
I assume he would just take the gauntlet off. You have to see the movies that he's in. This makes this you not seeing the movies he's in makes every Thanos conversation with you hilarious because you don't know.
I'm about to just go watch him, dude.
Yeah, no, don't do that.
We're watching Doctor whatever it's called tonight. So if you want to be there, I'm watching it.
Fuck you are watching it. Okay, no, I'm glad you're watching it. Depending on when it starts, I might catch like the last half of it or something.
Okay. Because I'm getting through these movies because I'm fucking so pissed that I don't get to see what Thanos is like, dude.
Yeah. I feel like you have to be done with them by the end of the year. I think that'd be a good.
Yeah,
but before that would be even better.
By the end of this summer, I'm getting them done.
Yeah. So. You can't watch. I forbid you from watching. I forbid you from watching Infinity War or Endgame without me being there in person.
Well, I'm just gonna throw it on Discord one night when we're chilling. I'm just gonna sit there and watch it while you make a song or something. I don't care. Like,
oh dang, all right.
I want to get through a couple of them during this quarantine.
Yeah, that's cool.
Because it's been so long since we watched. It's been literally like
months,
6 months since we watched when I made my merch video. So
Jesus Christ.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
But
we'll get
my
through.
Answer.
We can start pumping them out. Wait,
right.
so what? Wait, oh yeah, Thanos is your answer. I wonder what his skin feels like. Because like,
just like
he's purple, and it looks like his skin feels like a rock. Like I don't know, because he's not human, so it could feel like anything. I don't know.
I bet you it's like a mix between silicone and like graphite.
Oh.
It's so random, but
it is.
That's my guess.
Sounds so scientific. Like, like you can, like, I don't know what that means. All right, like I know what it means, but I can't picture what that feels like.
It's like a little rough, but it's solid, but it's also smooth at the same time.
Okay, I like it.
So that's my science-y coming out.
All right. My question, getting back to video game remakes. You get to remake any game you want, but you have to change the direction ever so slightly. What game do you remake, and what direction do you take it in?
I have to change a game?
Yeah.
And change the direction it's going in?
Yes. Like, you could say, just for an example, like, I'm going to remake God of War, but instead we use, like, it's set in, like, a Christianity setting instead of Norse mythology. Like, something like that.
Mm-hmm. I had a really weird thought about, or not a weird, but interesting thought about Thanos really quick. Do you think when he's texting his boys or his girl, does he get offended when they use the eggplant emoji because it really looks like his dick?
No, he might like that it's like tailored just for him.
Yeah, it's like customized.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all I was wondering. But yeah. Anyways, if I was gonna change a game, I think would be really cool. I would change Madden to be more like NFL Street and set into like a 300, so they're like Vikings.
Oh damn!
Like a mythological football game.
That'd be
with like
that'd be cool.
Spells and specials and stuff.
Okay.
I think that'd be really cool. So then like you'd have like your alt, and you'd have like a super speed or super jump, or you could throw like magic to deflect the ball or fumble or something, and it'd be like intense, like and gory.
I'd be
like
into that
style. Yeah, I think that'd be sick.
Yeah, it's weird because the NFL has such a stranglehold on football. Like, you would feel like if the NFL had their way, they would make you think that football like only exists inside the NFL. You know, like like if some random company made a game exactly like what you described, I feel like it still wouldn't sell well just because NFL players aren't in it. You know?
Right. Yeah.
So, but it sounds fun.
It could be mystical creatures. Like it'd be like Zeus and like all the mythologies.
Yeah, that would be sick.
Yeah, and wizards and lizards. Because it rhymes.
Yep.
I don't know. That's like first thought. There's a ton of games I'd probably change, but that's like a quick and easy.
Yeah.
What about you?
I would give. Oh man, I don't really know. I'm like looking out my window trying to find the answer. I don't know why I just did that. But
I would change a tree.
Yes. I don't know. I feel like there's so many things. There's so many, but I can't think of like. Ooh, I would have remade PlayStation All Stars Battle Royale, except I would have changed the roster and made it an exact ripoff of Super Smash Bros.
And then the roster that we made from last episode.
Yeah, well, no, because those aren't all PlayStation characters.
Oh.
But because like I'd still keep it like a PlayStation game, but the game we made would be a whole another separate, amazing, awesome game. But
yeah,
I would just most of it. I like the idea, I like everything they did with it for the most part, but I would just make it more Super Smash Bros.y, and then I would just have my own personal roster of like 50 PlayStation characters, and it'd be the best roster ever created for anything ever.
And constant DC too.
Yes.
Like DLC.
Yes. DLC, I'd have like, I know fighting games get shit for their constant DLC, but I want the games to live for a longer time, and DLC is just the world we live in now. So I would have like a season with like a Fighter Pass 1, 2, 3, all that stuff with like a third part with like one or two third party characters coming in there, like Dante from Devil May Cry or Ryu from Ninja Gaiden, like non exactly PlayStation characters thrown in there every once in a while too. It'd be fun.
That would be sick. That'd be really fun.
Yeah.
All right. My next question is: would you rather be an extra in a really good movie or have a big part in a really bad movie?
Could it be one of those bad movies where they're like, dude, the movie sucked, but Sean killed it at least? Would it be like that?
Yeah. It just says big part. It doesn't say that you you act well. It just says have a big. Would you rather main in a bad movie or be an extra in a really like big movie?
What if I was
extra in Batman or big part in like Toilets Take Over the World 9?
Dang.
I don't know.
Dang. Well, what if it was bad because of my like acting or my character? That would suck.
It could just be the whole like idea of it.
Right.
Like,
Right.
It doesn't have to be you.
Yeah. Right. I think I'd still rather be an extra in like a great movie. Yeah. Even though the money wouldn't be as good, obviously, but it'd be so cool to be like, dude, I was in The Dark Knight, or I was in, I don't know, John Wick 3 or something. Like I was that one guy that John Wick stabbed in the eyeball. That'd be sick.
Yeah, I agree. It would be like if I really came down to this and they're like, you want to be in like the next like Marvel movie, an extra, or do you want to be a big part in this shitty movie no one's gonna watch? Then I'd pick the extra. But I think being a big part in a bad movie would be really funny because like especially if the movie was around you. So it would be really cool to just like be at a party or something, throw a party at your house, and then you just throw that on the projector in the background.
Yeah,
like
that would be cool.
I think that'd be hilarious. Yeah, but if I was an extra in a really big movie, like say a Marvel, and I say I'm like one of the guys that walks across the crosswalk while like Thanos is fucking fighting Superman in a Marvel movie.
Yeah,
and Mickey Mouse is there. I would like screenshot me walking across the crosswalk and make that my background and everything.
And you could put that on your resume. Like if you were an aspiring actor, you could put Avengers like Endgame or whatever on your resume. That would be crazy.
Yeah, it would. That'd be sick.
Yes, sir.
Last rapid fire.
Last question. Okay, so as of right this very second, video games are illegal now. Okay, you can't. And you can't have a cop-out answer like, well, I would just play them like under the radar and they wouldn't find out. Like somehow video games, they just disappear. So what are your new hobbies? What's your new career choice? Do you talk to the same people? Do you have a different social circle now? How does Electricity Wave's life change because he can't play video games anymore?
I think everything would stay the same. I just would be just chatting streamer.
Oh, you would still stream?
And I would, and I would still podcast. Like, I think everything would be the same. I'd still create like content and comedy skits and try to like sell merch and I don't know, just all that good stuff. It would just be no video games.
Do you have people in your life that you think you wouldn't really interact with that much anymore because you like can't play games with them or anything?
It probably would be a little bit different because like I don't talk to people that are into like making like clay pots or something. So like I don't know. It still might help though to have like connections in the video game business. Like, so I don't know. It would probably change a little bit, but I'd still talk to people. I think. What about if you didn't have music?
Oh, if I didn't have music? I mean, life would be...
if you're going to fuck me over, I'm going to fuck you over.
Life would be so lifeless, you know, with like no... Like, imagine taking all the music out of all the games, or like when you go out for a drive, you can't listen to music anymore. Or just any like commercials, TV shows. If there's no music anymore, that would be the worst. But I would probably go harder towards my teaching career. That would be my like that'd be my thing I'd fall back on if I couldn't be a musician anymore or an audio engineer. I'd be into teaching. As far as new hobbies go, I'd probably just like honestly, I'd probably just go into like a normal lifestyle kind of like in my free time I play video games because it passes the time by, and from my 9 to 5 I'm a teacher, and then when I come home I play video games, and that's my normal American dream life, man. So
dude, I almost fell asleep listening to that.
Damn, I'm sorry.
No, it's not your fault. It's just like the thought of living. I mean, shout out to people that do it, because sometimes you got to make ends meet. But man, follow your fucking dreams.
Yeah, because my dream is all like music related. So like, if I couldn't do that, then I can't think of like, oh well, I would just go do my backup dream and be a. I got nothing. I mean, so. Yeah. Maybe like.
I'd go into fitness.
Ooh, yeah, you go into fitness.
For sure.
That'd be cool.
Be like a trainer.
Yeah.
If there's no such thing as entertainment business, it'd be different.
Yeah, that's too broad though, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you saying?
I was just gonna, like, I guess I might give other things a try. Like maybe I might try to become like a sports commentator or something, or like try to use my voice in like a professional way.
I could see that.
Kind of like what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
I might try, like, I don't know. I guess I might expand of like what other dreams might be out there. But as far as like right now, I don't have like any kind of backup dreams, if that's even a thing.
Right.
So, damn. Yeah, it'd be.
I think it's a thing sometimes, because I see people that like think they want to be streamers, but then like they do painting and they love that, and then eventually they never stream again because they're like, oh shit, this is my real passion.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes you think you have like multiple, but it might just be like a hobby or a temporary thing. So
that kind of happened to me, really. Like I've had the music thing going for so long now, but it was all just like a hobby, like at most. And then I gave streaming a legitimate shot, but then I bought a keyboard, and that totally changed everything music related, and streaming like just totally fell by the wayside.
Mm-hmm. So, but I mean, I don't know if you find something, once you find that thing though, then that's when you just full send, and you're like, oh, this is like, if you enjoy like doing, if you enjoy doing it, and it's like work to other people, but it might be hard work, but if you really enjoy it, then like that's when like it's your calling. You just like, dude, I gotta fucking do this. Like even, sometimes you might not want to, because like shit's not easy, because otherwise everyone would be successful in the field.
Yeah.
So like even if you do find your passion, like it's still gonna be hard to be successful, because like there's billions of people. So
dude,
it's crazy, but I don't know.
Marshmello kind of got it figured out with I mean, not just Marshmello, and he definitely wasn't the first one, so I don't know, I'm just using him as my example, but he has it figured out with the fact that he makes instrumental music and he wears a mask. So nobody, I mean, I think people know what Marshmello looks like, but like the general person has no idea what he looks like. So like he could just be like some 60-year-old dude that was like, I'm too young to break into the music industry now, or I'm too old to break into the music industry now, and I don't look like this like hot young teen or something, so that I'm not going to get a record deal. So I'll just create this Marshmello character, have my nephew or son or whatever dress up like this dude, and then I'm going to put out music, and I can do it until I'm dead, and just like keep having these new people. And then when he turns 40 or gets out of shape or whatever, then I'll have a new person put on the Marshmello stuff, and I'll just keep making the music.
True.
That's a good idea.
Are you going to do it?
No. Because like I know that seems.
Then you just have a podcast and you just like chilling.
Because that might have seemed random, I guess, but in my mind, I was thinking like I'm 27, so I'm definitely not too old to get into the music industry. But like, if it takes me like 10 years or whatever, then that would suck for starters. But eventually, you get too old, maybe. But I don't know.
I mean, starting now is better than never. So
yep,
you just have to have like. A lot of people always think like it's too late to go back to school, too late to do this or that. Like you just got to fucking do it, or else it's gonna be too late. So,
yeah, Ricky Gervais, one of my favorite comedians, he was broke until he was like 45, and then The Office became a thing, and now The Office is like one of the biggest. Not his Office in particular, not his Office show, but the American spinoff is one of the biggest shows ever. And he's like a world-renowned comedian now and everything. So,
damn.
Yeah, LP and Killer Mike blew up when they were in their 40s off of Run the Jewels. Killer Mike was already kind of like big, but LP wasn't necessarily as big. But now they're both bigger than ever in their 40s. So it's never too late, man.
Nope. I mean, I'd rather have it sooner than later, but I mean, you just gotta have the mindset that it'll happen one day.
Yeah.
So.
Definitely sooner rather than later.
Well, we covered a good amount of stuff this episode. I thought it was very informational, and we still got to talk about purple dicks, so I'm happy.
Yeah, I think. When you were like, "Are you ready for rapid fire?" I was like, "But we're only like 20 minutes in," but we were like 47 minutes in.
Yeah, I always have my Audacity here, just like I'm staring at it, so I can just see what time we're at. Right next to my notes. Yeah. I used to have Discord on my left monitor, so I'd always be looking at it because I don't know what it is. It'd just be a picture, and I could see like the circle light up when you're talking.
Yeah, you're like
talking
to me.
It mesmerized me. Yeah, it'd be like I'm talking to you. But then I started realizing my face was turning against the camera, so I just I minimize it, and then I just look straight into my monitor.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like when you're streaming. Yeah, I feel like I talk to chat, you know? Like I've got my chat up on my TV, so I'll like look and I'm talking to them, but I'm not looking at them. I have to remember like I got to look at my camera.
I know. I need to change it. I need to like put chat right behind the camera, so then I look right in the camera.
That's a good idea.
Look into their souls.
Yeah, like a newscaster or something when they have the teleprompter like right underneath the camera.
Yeah. Like, damn, they got the best memory ever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm killing this shit.
Yep.
But yeah, dude, episode 32, we're 6 away from one of the most special podcast episodes in your career. So that's gonna be really sick. We have a couple guests lined up. Hopefully those go through well and scheduling is okay. So then we'll have some guests for the next couple weeks. And I mean, we're just gonna keep improving. We got a new thumbnail this week, so I hope you guys like that. A new background, which I'm kind of 50-50 on it. I might like mess with it a little bit to kind of match our thumbnail.
Oh yeah, I like that idea.
Yeah, I might just throw that picture in a background and then put the text of our podcast under it. It's real simple.
Okay. Yeah, we're working things out. This is what you got this week. Yeah. Next week it might be the same. It might be different. We're an ever-evolving pod.
Yep. It's crazy to even look back from when I look back at the first episode thumbnail and cover art, I'm like, dude, we've already just compare it to our new stuff. It looks so much better.
Yep. It's like we got a degree, and now we're getting better now.
A degree in podcasting.
Yeah. Graphic design.
Yeah. I love it. Well, that about wraps it up for me. What about you?
Yep.
What are you thinking?
That's everything, man. That's everything. Woo!
All right. We suck at this, but if you guys support the podcast, I forgot to do this at the beginning. Anytime you guys like, comment, subscribe, follow the Twitter at C4OL Podcast, or leave a review on Apple. That shit helps us out a lot. Referring it to a friend, just listening, leaving it on in the background, whatever you got to do. The support, we appreciate it. This was episode 32 of Chillin' for Our Lives podcast. Thank you guys for listening. We'll see you next week on episode 33. We're out.